So something I'm thinking about building a course around, or at least using more in my work, helping companies be innovative and helping grow entrepreneurs, is to think about state management. And what I mean by state management is if we're learning, not worrying at all, or let me reframe that, not thinking about the content as much, because the content can be fairly well evolved. The cognitive parts of learning are fairly well understood. But what about the physiological elements of learning? For instance, being well rested, having a little bit of caffeine in your system, maybe even getting a little bit of sugar to kickstart you a little bit, maybe exploring other ways. I teach mindfulness and meditation workshops as well. So what if we focused on breathing as a learning mechanism to see if we ran through some diaphragmatic breathing exercises, would people learn better? What are the states that we can manage to get people to learn the best? My insight here is running fairly intense entrepreneurship sprint programs, seeing that when there's intensity and time pressure, maybe even a little bit of sleep deprivation, sometimes people learn faster because of the intensity of that experience. And some of that affects their physiology, right? They're worked up, maybe they're stressed. And there's something called the Yerkes-Dodson law, which refers to the optimal amount of anxiety that someone should maintain when they are learning, right? If you're too anxious, you're not going to learn. But if there's no anxiety, you're too laid back. You're not going to really dial into the learning. And so there's an optimal amount. So my question for you all is, have you experimented with this? Have you found that if you balance these forces the right way, you learn the best and you're the most effective and your performance is the best when it comes to cognitive tasks like learning? Or again, the area I care most about is how we can help founders be effective. So how do you manage your state? And is it something that you do with intent to be better at entrepreneurship and innovation?